Hi, I'm Adam Pritchard, Assistant Curator of Paleontology at the Virginia Museum of Natural History, and I'm back with another tale of ancient life. Glasses are coming off, so you know it's serious. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the most exceptionally refined predators that have ever lived on our planet. Among the mammals, these are some of the greatest carnivores that have ever evolved. Their teeth have been honed into perfect stabbing and slicing weapons that can cut through meat like nothing else. Their hands and feet allow them to jump and pounce incredible distances, and their claws are specially evolved to allow them to stick well above the ground so that they never get dulled. Constant, sharp weapons. They've been on our planet for over 30 million years. And what's most shocking of all, they may be living in your house right now. Yeah, so today I'm talking about cats. And cats have an amazing story that stretches back into the times of ancient life. They've been going for a good long while and have had incredible successes in that time. It's an opportune moment to talk about these things because my wife and I are actually fostering 3 kittens right now, in addition to the 2 cats that we own.
I prefer. There you go. It's over.
And it's been a lot of fun, and it's made me think a lot about the evolution of cats. That's normal, right? Another reason I wanted to talk about cats is that we have an exceptional special exhibit on display right now at the Virginia Museum of Natural History that I'm looking forward to people getting to see again, called Wild About Cats. Developed by mammal curator Nancy Moncrief and exhibit specialist Jessica Davenport, Wild About Cats is an exhibit that talks mostly about the modern diversity and anatomy of cats, how they managed to be these incredibly successful predators, and a little bit about the fossil history of cats as well. Cats' teeth are really something that makes them exceptional, even among other mammal carnivores. A lot of carnivorous mammals have a specialized complex of a couple teeth in the upper and lower jaw called the carnassials. These teeth slice past each other when the animals are biting into the flesh of whatever they happen to be eating. They're really, really good slicing teeth. But most mammalian carnivores also have specialized grinding teeth in the back of their jaws that allow them to chew a little bit. Cats don't really have any of that, and they haven't for millions of years. Cats also have a specialized mechanism in their feet, tendons that allow their claws to keep the points well above the ground, even when their toes are all down. And that is what helps keep their claws as sharp as they are, as my arm scratches will attest to. And prior to human civilization, these predatory adaptations allowed cats to reach every continent except Australia and Antarctica. The fossil history of cats is an amazing one. It stretches back over 30 million years. The first fossil cats are already short-faced predators that are about the size of a bobcat, called Proailurus. They actually show up in Europe first, and then quickly begin transitioning to North America and the other continents of the world. Basically, since they first appeared on the scene 30 million years ago, cats have had a big part at the top of just about every food chain on the planet. Now, if we talk about the diversity of cats that we see today and in the fossil record, they can mostly be included in 3 great dynasties, these large families with storied evolutionary histories that stretch back millions of years. And I'll go ahead and review those right now. Hang on. I'm getting a Skype call. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's Joe Exotic, eccentric exotic animal dealer, former Oklahoma gubernatorial candidate, and convicted criminal, best known for his appearance in the Netflix documentary series Tiger King. Joe, why are you calling me? I'm a paleontology curator.
Well, you see, Adam, I have this uncanny ability that whenever somebody is talking about beautiful, majestic, large cats, I just get a distant call in my brain, and I just sort of appear as though you summoned me into existence.
Well, boy, that's just kind of a disturbing thought, Joe.
It
What?
takes up a lot of my time. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah. I mean, you're obviously in prison. How's that going for you?
Terribly, terribly, Adam. It's prison. I don't know if you've been, but it's awful. I tell you, I can't afford any hair dye anymore. You know, they won't give me access to it. There's there's no big cats in prison. I've asked many people. No tigers in prison. Worst part is Perrier they provide in here flat. That's no kind of way to treat a celebrity, Adam. It's awful.
Flat Perrier. Not living your best life.
But
Actors in my mouth, Adam. And you see, is my understanding that you have within your home three adorable tiny kittens. And I think there's gold in the streets waiting to be scooped up, Adam. Now, here's what we're going to do. You get those three kittens. I think people pay upwards of $50 a pop to get photographed with them. Now I'm the idea man, so it's going to be a 90-10 split. 90-10.
Whoa, 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 Joe, 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 Joe. I'm not raising these cats to make money off of them. It's more we're fostering them so that they can be ready to go into a loving family in the Martinsville, Henry County area.
Let me get this straight, Adam. You're
huh?
doing something without the end goal of profit. I'm totally lost.
No.
Like you're speaking Coptic or something. I can't follow.
Well, Joe, I actually need to talk right now about the three major dynasties of cats in the history of our planet. If you want to stick around and listen in on that, you're more than welcome to, and maybe you'll learn something.
I'll tell you what. I'll quietly hang out in the background, and if I think of anything zany or entertaining to say, I will interrupt you. Is that all right?
Yes. Quietly hang out. Sounds good, sir.
Now, Mr. Exotic, you're noted as the Tiger King because your wildlife park had a variety of big cats lions, tigers, leopards, animals like that. All of those can be included in a dynasty called the Pantherines. These are the longest faced of the cats. They have longer snouts than most of the other ones. They are large bodied animals, reaching weights over 700, 800 pounds. The smallest of them is the clouded leopard, but even it doesn't get smaller than 20 pounds. And their tails are also particularly long and slender.
And they have a specialized throat that allows them, most of them, to have the ability to roar.
Oh yeah, I seen a lot of those. I have nothing particularly funny to add to that. I was just busy learning.
But in terms of the critters that are wandering around our house today, and indeed for North America wandering around our forests, there is also the feline dynasty. These are much shorter faced animals, kind of baby faced critters, kind of what makes them so cute. The house cat is in here, in addition to the lynx, the bobcat, but also some bigger animals like mountain lions and cheetahs, and many other species, over 20 that live in a lot of places like Europe, Asia, and Africa. So most of the cats in the feline dynasty are relatively small, less than 20 pounds, but some, like mountain lions and cheetahs, get a whole lot bigger than that. They also have a special ability that isn't shared with the Pantherines, and that is the ability to purr. Finally, there's our third dynasty, the Machairodontines. I love that name. It sounds so cool. These are the saber-toothed cats, and they were pretty big animals, similar in size and sometimes larger than the modern Pantherines. These all have massive canine teeth that are usually flattened side to side rather than the cone-shaped canines that you see in modern cats. What exactly the saber-tooths did with these, other than slice through things, can't really say. It's actually an area of study where a lot of scientists are curious how saber-tooths actually use their teeth. Their backs are usually kind of sloping because they have massive arms and relatively smaller hind limbs. And in most animals, they have short, sort of bobbed tails.
I tell you one thing, man. Those cats don't need them saber tooth teeth to really do a number on you. I don't know if you ever been dragged around a pin by the foot, but it ain't pleasant to ever happen to you.
I can't say it has, although I imagine that if you got dragged around by a saber-toothed cat, considering how long some of their canines get, it would basically go through your entire leg.
I tell you, man, it's experiences like that that add to the rich tapestry that is the man's life.
Unfortunately, the saber-tooths have been extinct for a little while, at least 10,000 years. They go out at the end of the Ice Age.
Now, you know, Adam, I don't know if you knew this. This is a true fact. But back in the day, cavemen used to pay upwards of 50 American dollars to get cave paintings done of them holding saber-toothed kittens. That's true.
I don't think that's true. Mr. Exotic. There are cave paintings of ancient cats, including cave lions from Europe, but I don't think they were making money off of them. I don't think there was money back then. Well, Mr. Exotic, I really hope you learned something out of this today.
And when the Virginia Museum of Natural History opens up again and you're not in prison, I really hope you can come check out the Wild About Cats special exhibit that the museum has.
Adam, that sounds just delightful. I feel I've learned so much today. And, I wish I didn't have to go participate in this riot that seems to be occurring right now, but I probably ought to let you go. It seems pretty exciting back there.
All right, good luck with that, sir. Talk to you later. I don't think I'm going to talk to him later. Each of these great dynasties of cats has a long storied evolutionary history, and we were able to feature some of that in the Wild About Cats exhibit. Dr. Moncrief actually asked me to help think about some ideas for cat fossils that we could get on display. And because I was at the Smithsonian before coming to the Virginia Museum of Natural History, I discussed the matter with their curator, Kay Berensmeyer, great paleontologist who knows a lot about mammal evolution. And as a result, Wild About Cats features some specimens from about 800,000 years ago, a cave deposit in what is now West Virginia, not too far from the Virginia-West Virginia border. Those specimens include jaws and fossil arm bones from two species of ancient great cat that lived in West Virginia. One is the jaguar, same exact species that is living today in the southernmost United States, Mexico, and throughout South America. A massive, sort of stocky predator, ambush predator, that is incredibly successful in its environment and seemingly was successful 800,000 years ago, right where we're sitting today. But the other exotic cat is even cooler. Miracinonyx, the so-called American cheetah. It was a long-legged pursuit predator, similar to a modern-day cheetah, incredibly well adapted for running with its long, slender bones. It was a relatively short-faced cat, much like the modern-day cheetah. And in addition to those two great species, the cave in West Virginia, Hamilton Cave, has produced specimens of Smilodon, the most famous and largest of the saber-toothed cats. To me, this is an incredible story. 3 great cat species all living in the same place at the same time, and all requiring a whole lot of meat in order to keep their bodies going. And it's just amazing to think about how they would have sort of fit in their ancient environments, in their ecosystems, to allow that many great predators to exist at the same time. And this is the story of cats, both ancient and modern. Highly evolved predators with incredible refinements to their teeth and their claws that allow them to be exceptional, effective predators. And as goofy as house cats can get, these adaptations live on in those animals, and that allows them to do a lot of catching, sometimes unwanted, of animals out in the world. If you want to help cats in this area, please donate to the Martinsville SPCA, Society for the Prevention of Cruelty to Animals. They operate the local shelter, and those donations will help keep cats and other animals safe and healthy. With that, I'm Adam Pritchard of the Virginia Museum of Natural History, and I'll be back with more tales of ancient life. She's purring because she loves dinosaurs so much. What can I say? See? Not wandering away this time. What do you think of that, Momo? Heh.